Dr. Sandhya, Dr. Fulton, Dr. Andrew, colleagues and friends. Very good evening to one and all. It's good to see my batch in full attendance, and I hope today's college had no difficulty in fighting the enemy. I don't know how some of my batchmates came up with the atrocious idea of making me give a speech. Well, they did, and I'll try to be good. In July 2009, 59 young souls, and one was added later, were chosen to be the 46th batch of St. John's, and I happened to be one of them. A week before, we were fully engaged in observation tests with absolutely unknown sensitivity and specificity, interviews, etc., where some spoke too much while others didn't say a word. My journey actually started when Vinod Xavier gave me the news of the result. I had no idea as to what lay in store for the next 5.5 years of my life, neither did anyone from my batch. I was kept in the company of people whom I would love, admire, cherish, disapprove, dislike, and envy, and show every other emotion possible at various occasions. We were and are notorious, scam-trained, not to mention flirty, and whatnot, and that's not all. We are a mixture of Malayalis, Kannadigas, Mangis, Tamilians, Telugus, Bengalis, Northeast, and Portuguese. We are energetic, agile, fragile, athletic, and multi-talented, and how can I forget inquisitive, given the number of people that would end up doing research. Though the repulsion we may have for each other is evident, the magnetic coupling in our batch is unbelievable. We also have a lovely bunch of sisters. I believe before coming to John's, they probably asked God to make them stronger, and God put them in 09. After 4 years down the Via Dolorosa, bearing the cross of 09, here they are, lovelier, stricter, and stronger than ever. The first year at college is mostly associated with multiple punctures on fingertips, formalin-stained lab coats, and biochem practical sheets stained with Benedicts. Our experiences in the hostel and elsewhere include passing tea kettles, winning competitions in fests, building rapport with Chikappas and Chinammas in Muglur, attending O7 committee meetings, cutting leaves for O5's farewell, etc. Slowly and steadily we started making friends who would change us, influence us, mold us, change our attitude towards the People's Republic of Kerala, etc. I can say those were some of our finest times, but our darkest times were yet to come. The birthday parties, which started in individual rooms, moved into the corridor, then to the mess, and then back to the rooms. It's a perfect bell-shaped curve. I've observed that at some point in the UG speech, a mention is usually made about the mess and the good memories one cherishes about it, for which the audience responds with a hearty laugh. But I try to keep sarcasm to a minimum, and talking about mess at public forums turned out badly for some of us, so I'll not go there. But I wish to say one thing. Any application on a smartphone that would translate a foreign tongue into English would come in handy at this mess table. Once in second year, we took our seniors' advice to chill out in third and fourth term seriously, and we went on a trip as a batch. It was a lot of fun, and if I could, I would go back in time and spend some more time there, except for body aches. Of course, there were other trips by smaller groups, but some of them actually came back wounded. It's a long story. With December 2010 approaching, 09 was put into Christmas mood well in advance as we prepared for Jungle Rock 2010. With the brains and brushes of Amit, Priya and Roshni, the manpower, woman power and nun power of the rest of the batch, we were able to put up a spectacle of lights, art and music in the college lawns. We also had fun working with the batch of 2010, the strong and mighty. Loyal to the legacy of the batch of 2007, we decided to try our hand at politics. After heartfelt, hateful publicities, printed votes, one-vote margins, resignations, apparently unanimous wins, fluke wins, we were finally able to form the Students' Executive Committee in 2012. The mystery of the scented letter still surrounds this thrilling event. In the process, we came to be responsible for the batch of 2011. The batch of 2011, what can I say? You've done a really good job with the farewell. If you could pull this in a week, I'm sure you can do a good job with Muse 2014. And FYI, please don't take my suggestion literally and start 1 week before. You will drown even before it starts raining. We gave our committee the batch of 2007 2, was it 3, Jerome? Or probably 4 farewells, which was the starting point of O9's flamboyant and lavish committee events. So lavish that we went bankrupt by the end of the committee year. Some of my batchmates may be still unaware of this, but we got the music room renovated with the help from the alumni. The gents got chickenpox in the process. We somehow managed to conduct ICC, ICS, campus dinner and sports day. Although we didn't score the highest on the score sheet, we participated and that's what really matters. What came next is, let's say, a mixture of nightmares, miracles, dreams, 4 months of utter madness, all for the 4 days of Autumn Muse 2012. Until 5 days before Muse, we didn't have a title sponsor. It rained during the fashion show and the rock show. The roof collapsed, so did some of us. Aviel wanted a cup of tea in the middle of a hurricane. But to look at the bright side, we finally got a sponsor. The crowd went mad during the rock show and the rain just added to the excitement and we finally did it. Apart from that, third year was memorable, especially the visit to the KC Valley. Oh my god, that stage. The dreadful final year was finally upon us. It's really fun to see people say, I did only 800 pages for the end of, there are still 10 pages more and I've got only 1 day left. The effort that people take to stay back in the hospital and examine a patient for the 100th time is unparalleled. In spite of the upcoming exams, here we are all suited up, sarried up, looking at our watches, trying to, waiting for the speech to get over. After 4 years with the O9ers, was I surprised when each one had an opinion about the 4-liners, pictures and music that was just displayed, while someone else had a totally opposite opinion? No, not at all. All that I took you through is just a small percentage of what we've been through as a batch. Trust me, I could shock you if I could go on. It's difficult to understand why God does what He does and why He sometimes puts us in places we wished we weren't placed. But as it is familiar with everyone here, everything has its own purpose in life. For some of us in O9, the fruits of being in O9 are yet to be born. I really have to thank this batch actually. The entire batch has taught me that it's useless to keep the 4-liners a secret. Because frankly, I never had so many visitors to my room as in the past few days, and I never got so many messages as in the last few days. I like to thank the hockey team because the hockey team has taught me to be patient even when people barbarically play hockey in the corridor. The sisters have helped me tolerate my batch. The girls have taught me how to put on weight, lose weight and crib about it at the same time. Whatever said and done, we are one hell of a batch and we stood through petty differences, fights, torrential rain, politics, low attendance, broken legs, and now we face the ultimate nemesis, the final year exams. We've been here for 4 years and we don't know where the future will take us. The words from a hymn called the Galilee song come to my mind. So I leave my boats behind, leave them on familiar shores, set my heart upon the deep, follow you again, my Lord. I wish you all the best and I don't know who took it, but please return my broom. Thank you. God bless you.